Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ruby Chanel and thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be doing a review on lip liner stains. I know these are all like the buzz at the moment and I've never used them before. Today I'm using these with makeup on purely because I don't know how lip liner would look on me without makeup on. Every time I put lip liner on when I don't have makeup on, I hate it. I just feel like it's just not giving what it needs to give. Let's open these up. So I have 3 shades in here. There is mauve, pink, and hazel. So mauved, pink, and hazel. So maybe we start with the lightest color and we see how, as we run down the list. Oops. I'm just ripping up the packaging. I can never open packages. My fingers are too thick. Please. Opening, and let's hope that these are shades that work on my skin tone. I'm pretty sure when I bought them it said a dark, like they were advertising with a black person. So I'll start with the lightest and then we'll go down to the darkest. Me putting the darkest over the lightest, you'll be able to see the color change. Yeah. I'm just gonna wipe my lipstick off and lip liner and then we'll begin. Okay, so it says, I'm just reading the instructions. How to use. Using the precision tip applicator, trace along the lip line in an even layer. Leave on for up to 10-15 minutes. After formula has set, use fingers to slowly peel. Okay, and it says do not ingest, which I won't. So we'll start with the light and then go darker. First up is mauve. Please ignore my lips, they're not in the best condition at all. And we'll leave that for 10 minutes. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer.
Good morning, Ruby. 10 minutes, starting now.
See you all back in 10. All right, I'll just scrunch my lips up a bit. Okay. Ooh! That's pretty dark. That was really dark. This is the lightest shade. I thought this was going to be like a barely showing kind of thing, but... Do I wipe it? What does it say? It looks good. Sorry, this looks good. This is the lightest shade. Do I need to go any further? I'm going to zoom in, but this is how the lightest shades looks. In the shade mauve. And I love it. It's literally the same shade as chestnut. That's what it is. But these will stay on your lips all day rather than like wipe off and reapply. So this is good. Let's go in with the next shade in pinked. I'll be back in 15 minutes and we'll get the color reveal. I don't know if I said, but these are by the brand SACHEU. I think I bought them from Boots. So easy access. Okay, so this one's been on now for the 15 minutes and I'm gonna peel it off. So I'll do a little scrunch on my lips. It's not the cutest, and then I will peel away. Okay, so I'll zoom in so you can see my lips. To be honest, I'm not really seeing a difference between this one and the last one I had on. I think this one's just a bit more red. I'm not seeing much difference. I'm not sure about you guys. What do you think? I can see where this one's coming at, actually. I can see that this one is a bit more red. I think I prefer the last one to this one. Last shade we're going in with is Hazy. So this is the darkest shade that they have. So let's try this one now. I can even see this one's a bit more brown than the other ones just by looking at the pigment on the actual stick. I feel like this will be my favorite. And we know the memo. Alexa, set a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so last lip stain. So let's take this off. Okay, so this is looking like a more... So this is looking more like a brown, like less warm toned and more brown. So I'm actually quite liking this shade. I think this is my favorite one. So this is the hazed one. So I'm gonna put some lip gloss on. So let me know your thoughts on this shade. And I'll see how it wears throughout the day, if it stays on or not. And I will put a shot of this at the end of the video to tell you how I got on today with eating, going out and about, with this lip stain on, see if it lasted. So final thoughts. I love the lip stain. I actually am pleasantly surprised by it all. The shades definitely surprised me. They're definitely pigmented enough for dark skin. They've got a nice range of natural shades that you can use. The mauve and the pink, to me, they look very similar. The mauve's a bit more browny and the pink is more reddy, but they're very much a browny red. They're both similar. Whereas the hazel is more of a muted brown. So it's a cooler toned look. But all in all, they are great. I would say my favorite shades are probably, I think the mauve might be my favorite. To be honest, I can't choose between the hazel and the mauve. They are both my favorite in different ways. I like the mauve because it reminds me a lot of the chestnut shade by MAC, because that's a more warmy toned brown. And then the hazel is more muted and just more of a deep brown without those reddy undertones. I think the mauve, for me to have mauve as my top one, it would have to be a bit less red. But I do, all in all, like them both. And I do like the pink. It's just not my favorite. That's all. So I definitely suggest these. They were easy to apply, easy to take off. No burning, no tingling sensation. Lovely deep shades. Now let's just see if they last all day. Hello. I'm just going to check in with the lip stain. It's actually stayed on. I have eaten and had a few to drink. The bottom, though, however, has come off. It's not really still on there, but on the top it's still on. I've had this on now for 5.5 hours. We've had this lipstick on. This lip stain, sorry. We've had this lip stain on for 5.5 hours, so it's done pretty well. I think I'm going to wipe all my makeup off now, but just for an insight, 5.5 hours, and it's still on the top, but on the bottom it is wiped away. So I think this definitely does wear well, especially on the top, but I think because the bottom bit, there's a bit more touching, I think. I'm not really sure why that's come off.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Mike wouldn't leave
Yeah.
without saying goodbye.
All right, but for me, the lip stains are, if you want something that's going to last way longer, even though it's come off on the bottom, it's lasted way longer than a lip liner would have lasted. I would have had to reapply for sure. Probably 5 times, once an hour at least. And also, I am wearing a shirt, so I noticed in the video that it looks like I'm not wearing any clothes. I am. I'm just wearing a bandy. And that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see my other videos coming up. And obviously, why wouldn't you? And I will see you in the next one. Bye.